Hi guys and welcome back here at the League of Legends Championship Finals para sa MPGL Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 8 Rise from the Rest. At kami pa mga kasama nyo para sa laban na ito. Parang panipak yun, no?
Oo nga eh. Ito na.
Shin Boo, laro at puso. Of course.
Riku.
Of course, Atlas.
We just came in mula sa laban between Acion Arena versus Mineski League of Legends from the game 1 and convincingly kind of one-sided Kind of one-sided. Mineski dominated Asian Arena. In that game 1, punishing all the mistakes naman ng Asian Arena. Will Asian Arena step up? We'll see though. Pero the story here is Mineski. Game set na on taking this finals, 'di ba? And to know better yung Mineski team natin, here's a video featuring the players ng Mineski League of Legends.
Yeah, it's actually been super interesting to see EXO after. Here's the video.
Signal na sila, di ba?
I like that last one with a variation.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Gumagalaw pala sila doon sa video. Akala ko slideshow lang ng picture.
Picture.
Kanina sa Asian Arena, gumagalaw ba?
Oo,
gumagalaw.
Gumagalaw lahat. Since day 1.
Pwede na yung mata ko. Yung day 1 pa tayo nandito. Since day 1 pala, gumaganon na sila.
Actually, curious ako, Shin Boo. Gusto ko magpa-roll call ko kung saan yung mga nanonood ngayon, saan sila papanig. Magkakaroon ba tayo ng 1-1? Sino may mga fans ng Mineski? Sino may mga fans ng Asian Arena?
Oo nga, ayan. So, sa mga viewers natin, we are live sa GG Network TV.
We're also live at
GG Network TV. Pwede nyo i-flood yung ating Twitch chat. So, alam natin, medyo sila yung underdog sa laban na to. Pero gusto nating malaman because they're the challengers at finals pa rin to. Of course, new bloods, fresh bloods, and they still have the momentum. Guys, sino dito ang para sa Team Asian Arena?
Okay, may narinig akong mga cheer pa rin. Meron?
Yes, of course. Oo. Pero ito naman, veterans na natin to eh. Pangalan na yun eh. Pangalan na yun, guys. And now stronger than ever. Muli, Mineski League of Legends. So guys, sino naman dito ang nag-expect na tatapusin na to? Tatapusin na to in the finals, getting bag na ng Mineski League of Legends.
Meron.
Mineski League of Legends, mga kaibigan. And final series, Game 2, ladies and gentlemen, in this best of 3 series. Welcome to the drafting phase.
Pag hindi nila binan yung Rise, open to for Asian Arena for Eco. It just means, ayaw nila ibig sabihin ng Jace. If they're not afraid of the Rise, that means meron silang ready. Ang gagawin lang ng Asian Arena is to not reveal the Rise early if ever plano nga nila i-pick yun. Kasi madali naman i-counter din si Rise. So, pa-priority nila yung Poppy, which I think is okay for Jason. A better setup, a better solid disengage naman compared to what you have with Nar. You can set up the fight. Less conditional. Mas okay i-manage. At mas okay pa si Moraita Boy na parang hindi siya masyado magiging pressured. Kasi
she's a lot more self-sufficient as a champion. Yes, range attack with the shield, with a shield 4 last hitting, has her own lots of tankiness, innate tankiness, able to escape from a lot of ganks with her ultimate.
Kanina nanonood tayong words eh. Nagpapalaan yung trumpet sa Poppy.
Wait a minute. Mineski picked a mid laner. So, ito na yung chance ng Asian Arena na mag-pick nilang mag-counter pick. So, Mineski revealing, EXO's pick right away, which is not really unusual. Maybe because Mineski is anticipating na pagko-contesta nila yung pick ng Syndra. Pero for me, since Asian Arena saw that it did not work out the first time, I don't think it's gonna work against Mineski again. So, siguro chinempohan ng Mineski yung threat na yon. But, since Eiko was the key factor yesterday, maybe Asian Arena would want to switch it up a bit. Maybe put the heavy weight on carrying.
Eiko doesn't play Morgana, no? Wala pa sa champion yun. Never pa natin nakita si Eiko na
before pa. I think before. Pero not right now. So, Karma could still be on Eiko's hands. Could still be a support Karma. Pero Karma, one of the really, really strong picks because it fits in a lot of compositions.
Very versatile.
You can
don't
flex
give a lot of
pick it.
information.
Exactly.
And gusto ko lang malaman, ako kasi nung ni-reveal yung Syndra dito, akala ko pipick na kaagad ng counter pick itong ACA.
Yeah, don't wanna reveal too
Pero
much. Pero
feel ko nag-a-adjust sila sa advice ko kanina. Ang mga weakest, hindi naman weakest lane, kundi yung mga lanes na dapat bantayan dito ni Morita Boy, mid lane tsaka top lane. So siguro they want to mitigate the risk ng mid lane nila by picking it later pa. At the very least, hindi lang naman yung mid lane ang pwedeng counter sa kapwa mid lane, diba? So siguro, ilagay natin sa last iteration. But look at this, they're hoping over an Ashe. Taga nang hindi nabisita din yung Ashe pa minsan-minsan sa laro natin. It's mostly Ezreal, Jhin, diba? Tsaka Lucian.
Yeah, that's true. Ezreal, no. Jhin and Lucian have been so dominant everywhere because of how much damage they can bring, how much pure power they can bring to a team fight. Ezreal in the right hands is really good, but needs a lot of babysitting from the support in the jungle. So definitely an Ashe also is, I think it's strange, considering.
Well, for me, it really depends on what support ang kasama ni Ashe sa bot lane. Because looking at Asian Arena, they're gonna definitely have the poke. Eventually range dominance na rin because of the rockets of Jinx.
I'd say
support Janna.
nga eh. So Karma, this is gonna be a Karma mid lane kung ilalaki tong support Janna. So yan, gusto mo ng isang hard engage?
No,
Okay.
hold your horses.
I like this better.
This is definitely
this is better.
Kasi meron history ng Asian Arena na talagang Eiko would be on the supportive role and ilalagay lahat ng heavyweight nga ng weight kay Mirmo. Pero it did not work out so well. Yung ginagawa nilang, sayang si Eiko kung ilalagay mo siya sa pure utility. So, I love this pick from Asian Arena at hindi sila naging kampante.
Yeah.
I like how they're patient. Despite revealing na EXO already picked his mid laner, hindi pa rin nila pinik si Ryze. There's no need to be in a hurry. Anyway, lapit na yung mid lane. Hindi naman maaga.
Sabi ko nga, para ma-offset yung risk ng mid lane, wag mo muna ipakita ulit yung mid lane mo. Ilagay mo sa last iteration. Ang nai-interest akong part is that, kanina kung nilock in yung Janna na yon, magiging Karma mid lane. Ang nature ng composition ngayon ng Asian Arena would be nagkukulang ng assassin. Di ba meron ngang Ashe pick yung Mineski. At with this kind of composition, kasama yung assassination at initiates na meron ang Echo tsaka Elise, followed up by the range and the CC na meron din si EXO nga on this Syndra, parang ma-overwhelm sila kung magja-Janna sila. So I would want to pick an assassin mid laner sana or anyone na may assassin potential, anyone na may engage against Mineski side. Para sa yung ACA yung pipili sana. Sa halip na Janna. Ayoko sana na magkaroon ng Karma mid lane, ayoko sana na magkaroon ng Janna mid lane kasi kapag ganun yung pick up, wala ka nang pang-assassinate nga dito sa
makukulangan talaga sila sa damage. I feel like Asian Arena has learned from their mistakes na yun nga, putting Eiko on pure utility without having sharing the carry pants with Mirmo. So I think this is a really good call. This is one of their strong elements and I think they should play more of these kind of strats in terms of team dynamics. Meanwhile, for Mineski side, wala naman nagbabago. Kaigo still a really solid top laner. Hindi siya inconsistent eh. Parang kung ano talaga gamit niya, he can do his best. Hindi siya nagfa-fall off. For the bot lane naman ng Mineski, I feel like it could be potentially leaning towards Mineski once they reach that level 6. Compared to Mirmo and Beast Boy. Kasi all CCs in the world, really scary burst sa mga plants and everything else. So, I'm leaning towards Mineski once they reach level 6. Pero, Summoner Spell. But since EXO is not gonna be on teleport, and it's gonna be on a ghost, Ryze does have the upper hand. Asian Arena technically has the upper hand in terms of numbers potential during the early to mid game during the response time.
Naka-ignite din si Zyra. And
the Ryze pick I think really helps them with the tempo in the early game because that was their problem early against Mineski, and that's how they won against Cerberus yesterday, by using the Ryze to just out-tempo the opponent with the rotations. And the Ghost will help a little bit with the kiting and the chasing to the river. However, the Ryze Realm Warp is just way too big, and I think ACA really needs to play around that to win the early game, and that's how they beat Mineski in this game.
Medyo off lang sa composition nga lang yung kung sinong gagamitan mo ng Realm Warp. Mostly, kung mag-Realm Warp, hindi for initiate. I'm guessing it's more on when things go south. Kasi kapag realm up ka,
Realm
wrap.
you would want to bring someone closer sa enemy. Kung form of initiate. Pero dito, goods na yung Zac eh. At yung Poppy naman, you don't usually want the Poppy to just get near naman. Minsan kailangan mag-peel. Ang daming utility ng Poppy. Napaka-flexible din ng Poppy.
Well, for me, yung Realm Warp on the Ryze side is more on the early game dominance talaga.
Biglang
yung
dating,
numbers
biglang
advantage,
dating,
yung biglang dating. Kasi yun yung, dati kasi yung style ng Mineski, double TP sa mid. Nung dati pang si Yume, yung nasa mid, Twisted Fate, Classic, Assassin, ganun din yung pwedeng playstyle ni Eiko. But, no need for the teleport, you do have the Realm Warp. And I think Mineski already anticipated this. I mean, it's so obvious na magkakaroon ng Ryze somewhere in this series. But they still opted to not give away Jace, Trundle, or Morgana. They decided to just, let the Ryze slip in and kami nang bahala in terms of execution.
Kanina nga ako nagtatanong si Eiko naglalaro ng Morgana kasi inisip ko, biglang ni-reveal yung Syndra. Ang alam kong counter kay Syndra would be the Morgana. Nakaban pala. Nakaban naman pala yung Morgana so hindi rin talaga mapipick up yung Morgana.
Yeah, and I don't think Morgana would fit in the comp kasi makukulangan sila sa damage. Kasi Mineski is based on their current performance based from leg 2 with this new roster, Kaigo, Nixta in the table, and Zensho, malakas na sila early game. Dati kasi parang shaky, farm lang, mid game, biglang, oh my god, what is this Mineski? Biglang sobrang lakas. Pero I'm really excited. I still don't know what's gonna happen because, I mean, Asian Arena defeated Cerberus in a dominating performance, in dominating match pala rather. So, this is Eiko's Ryze. So,
this is Eiko's Rise from the rest. Rise. Akala ko Rise from the rest. Opportunity to bounce back kasi, that game 1 is not the best.
Yeah, I feel like they have a much higher chance in this game.
Drafting talaga.
Yeah, after this draft, they have a much more flexible they have a lot more win conditions to play with.
Yeah.
Because in the game earlier, they just got choked out and we are loaded onto the Rift.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, make some noise as we are para sa mga fans ng Mineski League of Legends. 1-0 na po tayo. Match point na to. 1 victory will allow them to take home the championship dito sa League of Legends Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 8 Championship. Rise from the rest. Guys, welcome to the Summoner's Rift. Let's go sa champion rundown.
And still on the blue side is Asian Arena. On the top lane is Jason on that Poppy. Their jungler, their captain, Moraita Boy on that Zac for the mid lane of score. Eiko, one of their keys to victory. For the bot lane duo, it's going to be Mirmo and Beast Boy on the Jinx and Karma.
Yes, and on the red side, we've got Mineski League of Legends. On the top lane, we've got Kayagu on the Echo. In the jungle, we got Nixta on the Elise. Para naman sa mid lane, Exo on the Syndra. And for the bottom lane duo, we got Zensho on the Ashe and TG with the Zyra support.
So it's definitely going to be, again, up to Moraita Boy. He has the Zac. The Zac is really, really adaptive to the situations of the game. Whether you're behind or ahead, he has lots of tools to play with. So I think Moraita Boy can breathe a little easier because Jason is playing that Poppy a little more self-sufficient. And that Eiko as well, with that power, will be able to allow Moraita Boy. I think Moraita Boy can actually focus a little bit on the bot lane as well. Zensho and TG are very vulnerable on two highly immobile laners here. So with a long engage coming from the elastic slingshot, Moraita Boy may be able to help Mirmo and Beast Boy just keep on going with the TSM flare as well.
Ang kulit nung Star Guardian Jinx skin.
Oo nga
yeah.
Nagagawa niya pala yun kay Koro and Shiro yata?
Yeah, Kuro and Shiro.
Kuro and Shiro.
Yung weapon ni Jinx, no?
Ni Jinx,
mga
Pokemon, yeah, all of the Star Guardians have their own like pets.
And take note, si In kanina, di ba? Star Guardian Jinx yun. Star Guardian Jinx. Nawawala lang yung kanyang
Kuro and Shiro.
Naligaw ata, naglalaro pa na doon sa mga
somewhere. Hindi pa nasa-summon, guys. Hindi pa nasa-summon.
Hindi pa naglo-load sa Rift.
Yes, of course.
So far, though, a little standard start here from both of these teams. Just farming and laning right now. We'll have to see how the junglers will change the pace of this game after they clear their second buffs here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Moraita Boy actually did not clear his blue buff.
Yeah, yes. Not yet. So, for me, an Asian Arena side, okay, hold that thought. They're just gonna do a little trade here in the top lane. Maybe if we'll... Okay, so ang sinasabi ko lang sa Asian Arena, they're not very linear sa team comp nila. Late game wise, they're scary because kompleto yung set nila. Meron dalawang frontliners, may disengage, may engage using the Zac, and meron silang hyper carry. And Eiko is definitely gonna be a monster. For their early end to mid game, if the laning phase takes a while to end, then Eiko has so many opportunities to use the Realm Warp. And dalaw sa top, dalaw sa
Now, let's go in the mid lane. Might be Nixta. He's aiming. Gonna go for and pull the trigger on that cocoon. Medyo may tatlong minions na nakantapay dito. Eiko still managed to connect the cocoon. And that's an easy first blood Bugatti para dito sa jungler ng Mineski. So, tingnan natin kung si Morita Boy will be able to escape. No, Dark Spear won't connect. But it's a relatively early kill. Falls into the hands of Mineski. Now in the top lane, a little bit of a trade. Pero I doubt anyone will die, with the summoner spells all up.
Honestly, that was very awkward. Kasi ang plano nila doon, obviously, mag-bait. Kasi nandun si Morita Boy, lead them into the tower, make them commit to something that they cannot handle. But the thing is, uber low na si Eiko. He relied too much on the minions, tried to, kukunin mo ako. He tried to dance around those 3 minions that were shielding. Nakukun pa rin siya. Late na, you can't do anything about it. At least, with the red buff, is deadly. Chain all your skills, you're pretty low already to begin with, it's over for you. So, it was an awkward bait, did not work out so well. It was a good idea, it's just that the execution could have been better.
Yeah, the timing was really off there for trying to face off with EXO here. And I think still Nixta outpacing Morita Boy. Morita Boy was there for the counter gank, but in the end execution was not there. And that's unfortunate for Asian Arena.
Yeah, and luckily enough, not luckily enough.
Oh,
no.
no.
Wow, here's another Eiko getting camped without any flash. Nixta's gonna capitalize on that. Now, giving the kill to EXO. Nako.
So, the same as in the top lane. If you don't want either Kaigu or Jason to teleport, edi, you suffocate them, let them push sa tower nyo, and hindi na siya makakagalaw kasi nga bantay na bantay ka. Same logic goes for the mid lane, relying on teleport. So, that's Twisted Fate, and that's a Rise. So, if ever na you keep pushing or keep pressuring the mid lane, how can Eiko make the early game plays at this point? So, that's a weakness that Mineski can, capitalize on.
Yeah, may naalala lang ako na sinabi si Eiko. I think kay Eiko yung galing na if si EXO daw yung faker ng Pilipinas, ako si Crown. At nagmumukhang faker dito si EXO because of the synergy with the jungle. Because of Nixta, the bang game faker connection. Now this time it's Nixta and EXO. Once again, here in the bottom lane, Beast Boy receives the cocoon. Kailan pa kaya nag-miss dito yung cocoon ni Nixta fanboy. Let's see though. There's a retaliation kill mula kay Mirmo. He's gonna rappel. That's Nixta to the safety ng isang range minion. That's one kill in the bag again in the bottom lane by Mineski.
And that's a 4-man gank there in the bot lane. And even though Eiko should have the advantage in the rotations in helping the other lanes, it was EXO there following up for the gank from Nixta. And all of their laners right now are just outpacing people. It's good on Mineski to EXO here.
Yeah, there's a power the initiate ng isang Zac, pero the damage na lang.
So yeah, Mineski's been really good at seeing which the threats are and attacking them. Camping EXO there, and then once bot lane is vulnerable, all four of them just go in there, get that one kill, and then weave out. And that's a 2k gold lead at 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, it seems like Mineski can see Asian Arena's strategy as clear as day. Kasi we already stated that, Eiko, early to mid-game presence. And then saka na tuloy-tuloy na yun.
Yeah,
okay,
but hold on, so this is an awkward position para kay Kaigu. He still has no flash, but the ultimate is up. Will not be able to save him. Yes, along with the face dive, so the damage, makikita natin ay kulang pa. Pero Eiko, mukhang panahon na. Oras na para bumawi. Rise from the rest. It's a big clap for Eiko, ladies and gentlemen. In the kill against Kaigu.
Yes, so that was a great response. Parang consolation prize na rin ng Asian Arena yon kasi at least despite Rise getting behind, at least nakakuha pa rin siya in this early game kahit di pa siya level 6. So the thing is dito kay Mineski, I said clear as day yung parang win condition yung kailangan nilang gawin. Okay, let's pressure Eiko since si Mirmo mamaya pa yan magra-ramp up. okay lang, hayaan lang natin sila. Kasi itong parehas na, na lane na to, itong bot lane, kaya naman pabayaan itong dalawa. Mamaya pa yan. Si Eiko kasi yung real threat dito at this point of the game. Later, pagdating na ng late game, they can concentrate now on Miro.
Will the die be done? Isama mo doon yung ultimate and with a minion for safety using the rappel, the Exo nixed the connection.
And Eiko has just been suffocating this entire match for the past just 8 minutes. And 3 deaths already. And that means his CS is only half of what Exo has. He's so behind on items. And Mineski's just denying the early and mid game pressure that Eiko should have.
This was the thing that's supposed to happen sa Asian Arena. They were the ones that carried the Elise and Syndra combo. They were the ones that's supposed to focus lang sa mid lane. Ang ginawa ng Mineski, sila yung gumawa nun. They can leave Kaigu, they can leave the bot lane. So you know what? I'm just gonna focus on the mid lane. So it's working for them because the conditions is clear and it's there for Mineski.
Actually, marami akong narinig sa MPGL na ang daming comps ng ACA na ginamit ng Mineski sa laro nila. So,
kahit ito, saying, hey, ACA, here's how it's done.
Here's how.
Parang ganun yung dating.
Toxic, but Exo with a nice flash.
Nice flash. That's one crucial summoner spell gone in the mid lane of Mineski. Pero makakapitalize kaya yun. We'll see.
Well, the thing is, as long as Asian Arena does not give away too much kills na mahirap na mag-comeback o kaya Mineski has enough to finish the game, they still have that late game potential pa naman eh. So,
here we go. Here comes the arrow. Strangle zones. Sasakyan yun ni Karma so hindi atras doon si Beast Boy. Double teleport. 2 towers tayo. Dito, mga kaibigan with Kaigo in the front line. Early use of the ultimate, ladies and gentlemen. And Jensen, here he comes. The Keeper's Verdict removes Ninja Smart. I think that's a Keeper's Verdict used to last hit.
Yeah, he gets clapped
very
right
nice.
there.
Nice flash din mula kay Eiko. Pero yung damage mula kay Exo. Exo wins this one.
Yeah, and that was good response from Exo there to try and force the 1v1 fight, knowing that his teammates at the bot lane were being attacked by multiple opponents. And that was a good gank coming from Moraita Boy there, and the teleport timing was perfect to just shut down Zensho and get clapped by the Keeper's Verdict. But of course, Kaigu gets that pressure in the top lane, and after they have to back because of the damage, Nixta gets the Mountain Drake. And I think, in the end, I think it's really worth it for Mineski.
Yeah, it's definitely worth. And for me, Eiko should rethink. I mean, tama yung ginagawa niya. Pressure Exo para hindi siya bumaba, para tulungan yung bot lane. But not too much na you will be in range or you will be in danger. Because no matter how fed Jinx is, if Exo is fed, that's a skill shot. That is not a skill shot, yung ultimate niya. So, as long as there's so many balls on the field, then just press that R, and then Mirmo will be torn.
Yun nga
Mirmo will be torn. Kasi, hindi, you cannot rely on Eiko at this point, right now. 1-4-0. Pero, ang only choice lang ni Jinx dito, si Mirmo, build damage. But if you're gonna be in range of Exo, then GG ka. Because you cannot build a Hex Drinker, you cannot build a Mercurial just yet. Mamaya pa yun.
Very true. You cannot even rely on the shield ng Karma.
No.
Hindi na, walang AP itemizations dito or kulang yung AP itemizations dito ng Karma to ticken that shield na hindi pa nga minamax yung shield na yun. So, kung ano man yung defensive she's knit dito na pwedeng umasa si Mirmo, mobility lang. And that's not really reliable.
Mobility lang just to make sure na you're out of range of the skill of Syndra. Pero where's that arrow gonna go?
Here comes the arrow!
What?
Sidestep, papuntang point blank, finalo ang dito. Nag-scatter the weak, though the Cocoon won't connect, but Nixta doesn't mind it, gets the kill onto Eiko. Do take note that the jungler against the mid lane, it's a 1-for-1. Good job mula kay Moraita Boy to mirror that engage.
It's actually pretty worth it for Asian Arena, 1-for-1, but a shutdown. Looks like Beast Boy still wants some blood.
The dodge of the arrow, man.
Actually, madadodge na sana eh, pero bumalik.
Step back.
Yeah, he stepped back, but...
Kita na yun sa minion wave, I believe.
So, at least sakto, no? Mid lane for mid lane, mitigating the pressure. So, it's fine. The guy
Eiko has to regain his scan. Sa larong to ngayon.
Well, he just has to complete his rod.
Rod of Ages plus the Archangel staff.
Yeah, Archangel staff.
Right now, he only has about almost a little over half of the gold that EXO has. EXO already has completed his Moralonomicon. It's a really big item. The CDR, the AP it gives just will allow him to completely destroy the top lane.
And if I want to like build defensively, parang, okay, kung yung ADC hindi pwede gumastos defensively, edi yung support ko na lang ang gagastos para sa akin defensively. Ang problema dun, Karma, Beast Boy, is not as involved kasi nga hindi niya pwede iwan tong Jinx. At if iwan niya man ito, it could cost them the game because Eiko is not rising as expected. And Jinx na lang yung talagang isa pa yung they're banking on Jinx din.
Kung gusto mo mag-build defensively, kung kulang-kulang na sa item,
Solari
ganon. Solari, di ba? Or may isa pa, wards. Wardan mo sa paligid yung ADC mo. And look at that, 30 minutes into the game, ngayon pa lamang nabuo yung Sightstone na yan. Ngayon ko lang yan nakita. Yan, kakabalik lang ni, na may tayo si Beast Boy, kakagaling lang niya sa base, kakabili lang nung wards, you know.
Jason, what are you doing?
No!
Okay, so there's a 2v1 situation here in the top lane. They're really going at it. On to Jason. Jason doing a good job. Sabi nga natin, better pick up yung Poppy. Pero against 3, I think that is just too much. This is a rotation. The rotation game na naipapanalo ng Mineski as we are about to enter the mid game.
Yeah, the thing that's supposed to happen kay Eiko, napunta kay EXO. 5-1-2 na siya ngayon. And
the arrow, ladies and gentlemen, followed up by the Strangle Thorns on top of that Grasping Roots. Good thing merong Exos na ibaba agad dito si Beast Boy. And Mirmo, hindi niya inaatrasan knowing that all of the CCs are gone. But Mirmo gets shredded by the plants here. Gets scratched by the plants here by DG Triple G on a double kill. That's the support making waves here in the bottom lane. Once again, a big win. 3 na sa scoreboard. Mineski, League of Legends.
Here comes the revenge though.
Now, another revenge kill, pero may teleport din mula kay Kaigo, peels away, and I mean, we're seeing Zensho escaping. Hindi na siya makakahit dito, pero at the very least, that's one casualty prevented by Mineski.
Yeah, Zensho able to escape there, and the damage coming from TG Zyra is huge, and Zyra is one of I think Zyra at the current state is really powerful as an aggressive support. In Worlds earlier, in the post-game screen, the damage that the Zyra did was more than their mid laner, the Aurelion Sol. And that was just insane. And that's TG and Zensho working together. What should be Amirmo having more stats right now than Zensho?
Yeah. I mean,
raw combat stats.
0-1-3, Essence Reaver already completed. And Zensho, that fight right there at the bot lane was outplay. Definitely. Kasi
Flash the rocket too.
Yeah. Flash the rocket, he was supposed to die there. The problem was, yun nga, ganda ng flash, did not anticipate. So, did not anticipate the flash. Most of the time, you'd wait for the flash to be used, saka ka gagamit ng skill shot. Because, okay, hold the thought.
Yeah, we'll see. Kaigo is really committing like a loyal boyfriend dito sa Torrent to. Managed to take home 650 gold. That is the first blood on the turret.
Yeah, first turret. And that just extends the gold lead for Mineski. And the problem here with Acion Arena right now is the way they can win this. They have a huge deficit in stats. The way they can win this is through good rotations and warding. But Mineski has been handling them in that regard for the entire game, and they haven't been winning because of that. So Acion Arena really needs to step up both their warding as you mentioned, plus the rotations around the map, which EXO has stolen away from Eiko. Even the Rift Herald is being taken from them. There's absolutely no control now from Moraita Boy.
Yeah, I feel like they can still turtle this because
yes, they can.
They can, as long as they don't give too much kills on EXO. That's the key there.
And I've observed itong composition na to. It kind of revolves semi on Mirmo, but look at that. This mid lane is just going south, all south against Acion Arena.
Yeah, I mean, I wanna
it still hits.
Will they go all in onto Mirmo? We will know the full combo. Just too much, ladies and gentlemen. Pero I'm not seeing any prop ng kill onto Mirmo. No execute. But that puts the bottom duo ng Mineski to take the outer bottom lane turret. And you could see the pressure building up here in the mid lane too. Mineski all over the map.
Yeah.
Snowballing over and over in these games. They get pressure on the turret. They might actually get the turret. Mirmo is not gonna be fast enough against the AD damage that Zensho has, and yeah, they have just been outpaced and out-rotated and outplayed in every single front so far. Acion Arena needs to step up in these fronts because they cannot fight a direct fight.
Yeah, exactly. So they don't necessarily have to step up, but they have to play safe.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's all they have to do now, because Aiko is past his prime to do the early game kills, because the laning phase is practically over. Only the bot lane stands in their hands, in their Arsenal. Okay, hold that thought.
There's a little bit of a team fight. Tingnan natin. 2 pokes, 2 CCs gets landed. Morita Boy in the back line. And Kagu activates his chrono break. A lot of ultimate has been used. You could see that the Realm Warp has been put for Jason and Morita Boy to get the distance onto EXO. They managed to destroy EXO. You could see also the divide passive dito ni Morita Boy. But you could see na nawala na si Jason. Morita Boy gets kinain yung gelatin dito ni Morita Boy. Now Beast Boy, ang daming boy dito sa Acion Arena, receives the ultimate from Zensho. It's a 3-for-1 exchange with Mineski still, facing out Acion Arena.
They should stop doing this. They know that they're already behind. They cannot take these fights. They have to play safe, because late game, magpo-fall off naman din si Syndra kasi magbibuild na sila defensively, and one ultimate charge will not be able to successfully eliminate someone compared to what you have right now. But due to the fact that you already have 7-2-3 kills on a Syndra, that's just putting your chances of winning this game lower and making Mineski put more confidence in their plays and execution, and that's really scary, because the gold, just as Atlas keeps reiterating, the gold lead is just, the gap is just too far.
Mataas lang yung death threat kay Mirmo.
Exactly.
There was an opportunity for there with the Realm Warp. The positioning could have been great, but Aiko, hindi sumama si Aiko. He wanted to sandwich them between the turret and the jungle. But what ended up happening was Morita Boy just got destroyed before he got there and was forced to retreat after that. So even if you're gonna make that, if you really want to make that aggressive play, you should make the most of it. And unfortunately, the plan didn't work out.
Yeah, and with Asian Arena's stance of wala na sila sa sila yung walang gold lead ngayon. That means they cannot parang focus on two things at the same time. They have to focus fire kasi kulang sila sa damage, kulang sila sa items, and mas definitely mas malakas yung Mineski ngayon in terms of itemization, defensively or offensively man. So what you do is capitalize on mispositioning and focus fire, so you can move on to the next target.
Face check, ladies and gentlemen. Buti na lang yung pinaka-tanking member dito ng ACA ang nakakuha ng Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Could have been risky kung I think ang muntik na makasalo nun ay si Beast Boy.
Yeah, Beast Boy.
Muntik ka na. One of the really squishy targets pa. So, mukhang, yun nga, hirap nga si Beast Boy bumuo ng item, because I keep saying
plus mistakes na naman ha.
Mistakes.
Na naman. Muntik na naman.
Kung hindi makapaggastos si Jinx na item na defensively, edi yung support mo na lang gagastos para sa'yo. But they still don't have that Solaric in their arsenal. So, pretty sure that Jinx is just gonna explode if ever EXO manages to get near, because that's a Rylai, Sword Boost, and Morellonomicon. That's pretty scary to me. Plus, level advantage as well. Level 13 versus level 10. The scaling is scary.
Nako, nag-stretch si Morita Boy. Konting advance lang sana ni EXO doon. Pero bilang natin initial. And a good pick by ACA.
Yeah.
Ito i-maintain lang sana ito ng 88. Tone down. Dahandaanin mo yung vision. Mag-antay ka na magkamali yung Mineski kasi right now talaga behind na kayo.
Seems like they want to focus here on the Baron. They're establishing their territory there with the vision, with the dance around there. Because right now, even if it's just 21 minutes, they have the damage for that. They have the Elise with a percentage health damage. They also have so much damage from the plants. So that Baron is gonna go down relatively fast.
May naalala lang ako, update sa League of Legends. Di ba magkakaroon ng plants sa jungle?
Oh no!
Paano pag dinaanan nyo ng skill ni Zyra? Magiging
double
minion niya ba yun?
May garden na siya. Okay.
Pero ito na, here's a team fight that's gonna break out. Once again, ACA will force the first trigger. Pero that's really nice. Very nice, very fine. Jason in the backline kasama si Morita Boy. Pero mapapansin natin dito na yung backline mismo at yung damage dealers ng ACA ay nawawala because Kago is keeping them busy. Kasama rin si EXO. They're trying to gain distance against EXO. And ito yung dominance na meron and ward coverage na meron ang Mineski against ACA. 1-for-1 pa lamang tayo. But bullseye, ladies and gentlemen. Mirmo sniping away. Mixed ladies and gentlemen. I think meron pa tayong team fight. Medyo awkward yung position dito pero maybe wala na. It's a 2-4-1 exchange. This time, ngayon nagkaroon na ng lead. I mean, in terms of kill lang, a team fight, quite a bit won by ACA.
Yeah, the team fight could have been played out a little better, and actually a lot better. But that's how you win when you're ACA right now. You notice that they're going for the Baron, so you hit them when they're vulnerable, fighting that Baron, and take them out. Even though it's just 2 kills, that's going to be huge for them in going back to this game.
Yeah, and for some reason, they separated. So
that's true.
That's why we've been saying that you have to take advantage when Mineski mispositions. That's your time to shine because you can focus on the target. That's where you're just gonna deal all those explosive damage and you can move on to the next one and to the next. So for Mineski, they're stronger, of course, pag magkasama kasi nga they chain their skills well. They have a lot of CCs in their hands. Meanwhile for Eiko, madali lang naman ilan yung sa kanya. It's not a skill shot. That Runic Prison is sure ball. Especially EXO, Zensho, not really one of the longest range champions. They really have to be in range, quite in range. Like Eiko has to like walk a little bit pa forward lang para mag in range sa Runic Prison. So range wise, it's not a Caitlyn that's scary. It's not a Jace na mid lane. So it's these champions. So pwede mo i-capitalize yung range nila so that you can lock it down and sunod-sunod na lahat. Kasi it's easy. I mean, Eiko, Runic Prison plus Chompers plus everything, solve ka na, diba? So Moraita Boy, of course, will be the opener in terms of disrupting and initiating the fight. But of course, kung kaya naman ni Eiko, but at this point, hindi kaya eh. 162 siya kasi.
Yeah, they really
siya
need
pwede
to focus on just one target.
Yeah.
And right now, I think they have a small opportunity here. Zensho is alone there. They might be able to get a team fight here, 5v4. But seems like Zensho knows this, wants to get back with his team, so he's just walking there through the river.
Yeah.
Now, this is the opportunity for Asian Arena to destroy all of the wards that Mineski put in that area and fortify their own vision position here on this top side of the river.
Yeah. This is a beautiful item spike for Jinx, actually.
Yep.
Infinity Eng and Runans. And I really expect that they could make the potential picks and, you know, close the gap. But here...
Kuku, Moraita Boy, is that the first target? Medyo, well, there's the trigger getting pulled now. Moraita Boy initiates, pero ito yung best place para maglagay ka ng Struggle Thorns. Medyo awkward na to para sa ACA and Moraita Boy. Gets alone, nanliit yung gelatin, mga kaibigan. Tig-iisa tayong blubber. So,
May
the kill given to Zensho. Oo nga eh.
Alayo, no? I think Scatter
the week. Tumalsek, tas na bumibilis.
Bumibilis siya pabalik dun sa main blob.
And that's no casualties for Mineski.
Yeah.
So EXO gets this kill and they're going to get the Baron buff. And wow, that fight, I thought ACA would have the advantage there. Even if you consider the gold deficit that they have, it's just Moraita Boy overshot and they walk right into the snaring trap, the Venus fly trap that TG set up for them.
Yeah, they're not respecting TG din dun sa laban.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe this was already a mistake during the previous game where you cannot make aggressive plays without vision. There was no vision in that same spot again.
Alam mo, same spot yun. Yun nga, yung banana brush na yun.
Yeah,
yung banana brush na
the
sa
banana
Dragon.
brush.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a cursed spot right there. So, it's not really advisable to be aggressive if you know that you don't have too much intel on where the rest of the Mineski members are. So
huge wave.
Yeah, and the thing is for TG, the ultimate of Zyra is a game-changing ultimate. So it's something that you should not underestimate and make sure they had flash. The thing is, everybody had flash. I expected them to flash away from that strangling thorns because it takes a while for it to actually connect.
Yeah,
naka-Liandris pa yan.
Yeah, one good pick up dito sa Zyra na to is that yung lack of dashes na meron sa composition ng ACA. Kaya yung engage na, kaya nga awkward yun eh. Kasi talagang, you put the Zyra ult, wala na, goods na. Isolated na si Moraita Boy. Wala silang dashes. They will just walk, right-click lang, palayo ng Strangle Doors. That is not the best option. It's a two-man. It's a two-man grasping roots, ladies and gentlemen. Good thing that they managed to escape. Jason though in the front line. Here comes the fight. Let's see. Will they win this one? Take note of the shred na nagagaling mula kay Zensho. The items also and the burst mula rin kay EXO, the top laner, and the support is now gone. Mineski will be wise to not go for this tower dive. The scatter the weak won't connect onto Eiko. Pero ano na yung pwedeng magawa dito talaga ng ACA?
So it's just gonna be two losses for ACA plus the turret, and they're making good use of this Baron buff. And The thing is, they just keep the misposition. Mineski catches them out, and they just don't respect TG. The damage from the Zyra with the Leandries, with the completed blue item for the supports here.
Yeah.
It's just too much for them. You saw with just the Q plus the grasping roots and the plants coming from TG.
Yeah,
it's just way too much
half
damage.
HP. And everybody else can just follow through with their damage, especially Syndra with all those spears. But for Asian Arena, it's just that it's very difficult at this point to try and get back in the game, especially if Mineski knows what to do, that they have a 12k gold lead. They're not gonna stop pressuring, they're not gonna stop sieging, and they're gonna keep pressuring Asian Arena until they cannot farm, they cannot get more items so that they can get back into the game, and they will most likely be together as a unit. And maybe Kaigo lang yung separated sa group, pero alam mo yun, sila magde-distract kay Jason. The thing is, ito pa, Jason is not in the equation in these fights kasi lagi siyang ginugulo din ni Kaigo. So you cannot leave your lane din eh. Kasi as a whole, you will definitely need Jason for the disengage so that those really annoying targets, annoying champions like Echo or Elise na nasa mukha mo, na nag-dash sa mukha mo, at least matatapon mo sa malayo.
Sa mukha talaga.
Oh, in your face.
Medyo nakakatakot din.
Yeah, so it's not in the equation, but this is just a scary lead for Mineski. And normally, pag ganito na yung lead ni Mineski, they normally win na.
Yeah, they just work off because what they're doing right now is they're creating scenarios where they're minimizing.
Initiate na naman mula kay Morita Boy. Take note! Strangle Thorns ulit! Hindi ba sila nagsasawa? Sige, gara na lang! So, makikita natin that TG is now gone. Nobody tries to run the risk of going for any tower dive. Pero with the range, naka-double kill dito. Si EXO, Jason gets collapsed on, and Zensh's just kiting away. Only one member is remaining. It's a 1v1 scenario. Awkwardly pa. Morita Boy versus EXO. Connected the force of will on top of that Dark Spear without any passive. Morita Boy goes down. And you know, quite on the borders of the base, we have an ace and a few turrets away bago magkaroon tayo ng champion, and I think medyo sureball na ang champion. The second Nexus turret, ladies and gentlemen, gets collapsed on, and we are now down to the Nexus of few health bars. And ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the champion for the Mineski Pro Gaming League Season 8 Championship League of Legends. We have Mineski League of Legends.
Wow, so twice in a row now kasi MPGL7 sila yung panalo.
Wow, what a year.
And MPGL8 bumawi yung Mineski because Mineski had a rough start, as in ang dami nilang experimentation sa kanilang roster. Zensho just kept spamming Jin and found out it didn't work out so well, and then suddenly nakuha nila yung tamang formula sa kanila. So look at that, good awesome sportsmanship.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done.
Yeah, this is esports, y'all. This is esports.
Yung nananalo syempre talaga, yung lalapit. Diba?
Oo. Ang cute nila. So, yun nga eh. Congratulations to Mineski, but of course, congratulations din sa Asian Arena for putting up a good fight sa ating MPGL. Kasi tingnan mo.
First split nila to sa MPGL, diba?
First split nila sa
performance.
Yeah, itong roster na to sa MPGL. Oo. Kasi iba yung pangalan na dinala nila before sa MPGL7 pa sila eh. Pero ibang members na to definitely. Only some of them are retained. Pero that was really explosive. 2-0 by Mineski.
We can discuss the game. So what happened pa rin? Ano yung key points doon? Kita-kita na nila lamang ng Mineski. Pero, you know,
the way Mineski got the first lead that they have was very formulaic. They outpace, they out-rotate, they outplay the lanes, and that leaves a lot of room for their jungler to just keep going and snowball. But after that, it's about maintaining that lead.
Who's your key player for that?
I think it was, even though I say junglers are the most important, I think EXO really was a huge key there. Being able to just constantly pressure there as the Syndra was huge.
Yeah.
Because sobrang konti na lang iniisip ng jungler nila.
Yeah.
And what happens there?
Yeah, yun yung dapat nangyari sa Asian Arena Game 1 where sila yung naghumawak ng Elise and Syndra combo. Kaso yung problema, top lane had to be babysitted then because of Kaigo's Kennen. But the thing is, yung ginawa ng Mineski, ito yun eh. Ito dapat yung nangyari. Yung dapat sa inyo, ito yung nangyari sa amin. Hindi kailangan namin asikasuin yung bot. Hindi namin kailangan asikasuin ng top. Pero yung mid lane lang talaga yung focus namin. Well-fed talaga si EXO. Well-fed.
So, for you, EXO din, yung key player mo?
Yeah.
Key player could most likely be Nixta. Kasi
good choice.
Both of them. So,
both
you know,
of them. I mean, yeah, but most likely Nixta kasi parang talagang he kept going. Hindi siya nagpadala sa, sa mga nangyayari sa ibang lane. I'm gonna just focus on you, EXO. I'm gonna just keep doing this because it's
Got you,
working.
fam.
I
Yes.
got you, fam, ang dating. So, their synergy was really well played. But yeah, it's gonna be a combined effort of EXO and during the early game, EXO and Nixta.
Gusto ko rin sabihin sana Nixta, pero yung key player ko naman, nung nakita ko yung laro, pero it's because Asian Arena also is not accounting it properly, is TG Zyra talaga.
Ooh.
TG
ang
Zyra.
damage.
oo.
Ang ganda nung initiate ni Morita Boy sa backline, pero strangle turns lang, daan kayo sa garden ko.
Oo.
Tapos jump brothers tayo lahat.
Jump brothers.
Singular, it's too much, man.
I know.
Napa-effective.
Oo.
And take note, it's a Zyra, last pick yung Zyra. Nasa last
Yeah.
pick pa, so it's very wise talaga. It's a very wise
So,
pick.
yun nga eh. So, the moment na alam nila the moment nung second game na hindi nila binan yung Rise, ibig sabihin, they know how to counter it.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
proved that well in this series. And again,
A really strong
congratulations.
team, a really exciting team to
Yeah.
watch out. Always has been Mineski.
Mineski talaga, grabe.
Mineski, mga kaibigan. And there you have it, guys. One full season. It's been a long road, ladies and gentlemen, for the League of Legends leg dito sa ating MPGL Season 8. So, we have to wrap this up. But first, bago tayo magtapos, gusto natin pasalamatan, syempre, yung mga sponsors natin and entities that made this MPGL Season 8 possible. Of course, gusto natin pasalamatan ng GG Network, Gigabyte, Twitch, Garena Philippines, Mineski Infinity, The Secret Shop, at ViewSonic.
Oo naman. Pero huwag nyo kakalimutan, meron pa tayong MPGL8 na match. Magkakaroon tayo ng CSGO maya-maya, kaya abangan nyo yan.
Ayan mga kaibigan, maraming salamat po. It's an honor to shoutcast for you, ladies and gentlemen. Kami po muli ang yung naging shoutcaster for these finals. Ako po, Shin Boo, laro at puso.
Riku!
of course, Atlas.
MPGL Season 8 Championship. Rise from the last, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys on the next games.